Welcome to Craft Extra. I'm Jeff, and today I wanted to shoot a quick little video on a very inexpensive upgrade I made to my arcade machine. Now, you might remember this machine I built back in 2020. Remember when we were supposed to spend 2 weeks in lockdown because we thought that people could stay in their house for 2 weeks and this whole thing would blow over? As a quick refresher, this is running a Mobile Core i5 4th Gen CPU as well as an NVIDIA GTX 860M on a Zotac ZBox Mini PC. Now, I took that PC apart and just put the bare motherboard inside of this and hooked it up to a 19-inch Dell 1280 by 1024 LCD monitor. The problem that I'm running into is, well, arcade and 16-bit games don't scale well onto LCD panels. There's a common solution for this, and that is to emulate Scanlines inside of your emulated software to better match the pixels up to where they would line up on a CRT monitor if they were drawing them line by line. However, you run into issues of being dependent on the filters that are available in individual emulators and not getting a uniform look across your entire system. Now, obviously, the easiest solution to this problem would be to buy a 19-inch CRT and install it into my cabinet. However, the problem with that is the cabinet would be about 2 times thicker and about 3 times as heavy. Not only that, but try finding a 19-inch CRT in good condition these days. Luckily, I stumbled onto another hardware solution that I have been very impressed with, and best of all, it has been plug and play. And that is this Gam3gear HDMI Scanline emulator. It is a little unassuming black box that comes for about $25 on Amazon, but this plugs in directly in line with an HDMI input source and does exactly what it says. It emulates Scanlines on an LCD monitor. On one end of this is an HDMI input as well as a USB micro input for 5-volt power, and then we have an HDMI out coming out the other side to go out to your monitor. Now, given this is a hardware solution, there is no software that you have to install, and this will emulate Scanlines on any monitor that you plug into it, regardless of the resolution that you're running. On the side, there are some controls for this. First off, we have an on-off switch to enable or disable Scanline emulation. We have an even or odd line selector, depending on the resolution that you're running and the look that you want inside of your games. You can adjust the width of the Scanlines that you generate, as well as enable VSync on the output of the HDMI. On the front of this unit are 3 control dials that control your R, G, and B color values being output to your monitor. This is a really nice touch for color balancing your LCD, as CRT monitors often had much warmer color balances than modern LCDs, given that LCDs are powered by blue light. Now look, I know there's going to be a couple arcade purists out there who are despising the fact that I used an LCD in this cabinet at all. But considering the fact that in my local area there's been a Mitsubishi CRT on Craigslist for sale for the last 2 years for only $500, you kind of get the idea where it might be unaffordable for some people. Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with just using an LCD and not even using Scanlines. I've been running this arcade system for the last 2 years, and not one of my kids has complained about the visual quality. However, I wanted a little bit more of that retro aesthetic, and to see the artwork in some of these older 16-bit titles a little bit more true to the way the artist would have originally intended it. And that's where something like the Scanline Generator comes in. It allows you to the best of your ability, recreate CRT displays on an LCD panel. Now, for $25, this Scanline Generator isn't going to replace all of the best aspects of a CRT, like low black levels and latency. However, it does significantly, in my opinion, increase the visual quality of these older sprites in 16-bit titles. And for $25, it's a very affordable item that you can put into a retro gaming console and get a little bit more of that nostalgic or authentic feeling. If you're interested in picking up the Gam3gear HDMI Scanline Injector, I will have an Amazon affiliate link down in the video description. Go give that a look. Other than that, thanks for watching this Craft Extra video. I'm Jeff, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers, everyone. For those who stuck around, here's my tortoise stacks. Hi, Jelly. She's a little shy. And Ruby is jealous.